What's up? I'm Amanda.
I'm Emily.
This is Two Moms.
One Mike.
And today we are talking about identity, friendships. Yeah, like how
our journeys change,
yes,
I think.
And how female friendships tend to change and adapt over the years. And
yeah,
we were talking a lot off air right
I
now,
know.
like brainstorming.
We should have been mic'd. There was a hot mic moment.
Yeah, and like something we both said is like in our 20s, like let's even go 18 to 25. Like,
yeah.
I could say every Saturday night I was at the brunny. I was out. For my 20th birthday, put 120 people on the guest list for that place.
Yeah.
When I showed up with 120 people, they thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
I said, hi, I'm here with my people. I brought 2 school buses down. They're like, oh, we didn't take that seriously. We thought it was a joke. I said, no, like I have 120 people coming here right now.
Yeah.
And now it's like, hey, do I have one friend that can come out for a coffee with me?
I know. Okay, but even aside from, hitting a club, how many times did you sit in a Tim Hortons parking lot?
Oh, yeah, I did that all the time.
On a Wednesday.
I was
on
a
a
parking lot
Tuesday.
queen.
You know what I mean? Like, you were always surrounded by people. If I went to the mall, I ran into someone. Like, if I had to do something, somebody was always available.
Yeah.
And now, we're moms. And we understand that life changes. But I think it's also okay to mourn the life that you had.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah. I think that, like, sometimes, like, you mean, like, the friendships? I'm
The
thinking
friendships,
the freedom,
the lifestyle. I think you can mourn things that were once there and they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Like, let's
Absolutely.
try to focus on the friendships,
Yes.
right? So, at one point, you got a BBM list full of people and you're chatting nonstop. You're on MSN, you're on ICQ, you could be talking to someone literally nonstop.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, maybe you're part of a group chat. Maybe it's a work-related one. But, like, that core group isn't present anymore.
No.
I feel like the people in my life that we were all once really close, maybe, like, now because, like, those people, like, don't associate with each other, that it doesn't make sense to keep that the same.
It's hard when you have a big group and like maybe like 2 people in the group have a falling out and then you're in the middle because you're like, oh, but I'm still friends with you and I'm still friends with you.
It's hard to be a bridge friend.
Yeah, but we can't ever do anything together.
Yeah.
That's like difficult.
Or even if you do things together, listen, like people are probably cool and cordial. It just doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah,
like when you're trying to bring people together, maybe that does not make sense anymore. And that's hard too. Because before, nobody thought twice about it.
Oh, no, it's good. It's my printer.
Nobody thought twice about it. And now it's like, oh, we're like, do those 2 really care for each other anymore? And that type of thing. I don't know. Like, I'll admit, I'm very jealous of certain friendships that I see online. But like Kat and Nat, I'm very jealous of them.
Okay. But they're like... But they're the perfect example in this situation because like they're 2 people where based on what you see online, they don't have a massive circle. They just have each other.
I know.
And it's
and I don't think I want a massive circle.
Yeah,
but I think I want like a go-to.
But it's quality. You can message me anytime.
Hey,
what about me?
You have a full-time job. I need someone who stays home.
I'll be your cat. You could be my gnat. No, but they're like a very like
they raise their kids together.
Yeah, but they're a clear example that like you don't need 100 friends. Like you just need one good one.
Yeah, that's
what it is. And like I see my circle getting smaller and I think that like we talked about off air, I think it's harder when you see things getting smaller and you're becoming distant with people when nothing happens.
Yes,
it hurts
more. It's the why. It's the did I do something? It becomes the self-critical thinking. It's the are we fading because our life paths have taken us a different spot, or are they secretly harboring something because I did something?
Yes.
And that train of thought is a very scary hamster wheel to be on.
Yeah, I agree. That makes things difficult because you could be friends with someone from high school until you're 35 and all of a sudden you start to drift and your life is busy, their life is busy, but you're comfortable with that person. You're also trying to wonder why. Why aren't we making an effort with one another anymore?
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. Like what happened? And
why did it have to be a fade? Why can't there be that conversation. Like when there's no closure, that is very hard to swallow. I think. Like I've lost friends in dramatic ways, and I've lost friends in fading ways, and they both hurt equally the same.
Yeah,
to be honest,
they do.
Whether I've had the conversation with you or whether there's no, when something goes unsaid, and maybe it's just a natural course, they both very much hurt. When a relationship changes, it hurts.
Yeah.
And I was saying to you off air that I find myself becoming a very self-critical person where I am hyper focusing on how people perceive me because I feel like maybe because I don't have like such a solid ride or die anymore that it's very like when I meet people now, I'm critical of, oh, do they think I'm stupid? Should I not have said that? Am I coming off too harsh? Because like if you don't know me, you might take me wrong. And I'm very concerned if someone takes me wrong, which I shouldn't, but that's where I'm at. And like I can admit that. And so that's also not a fun
place. I like to talk about myself because like I know that I have such a strong personality. I'm loud, like very loud.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you all a little story actually, and it was my boyfriend who pointed it out and we laughed about it. When I tell stories and I get passionate, you probably noticed I get very loud. I get into my stories.
Yeah.
So we were at Wonderland and I was talking to his mom and I was telling her a story and his brother-in-law kept like looking back at me. And Steve goes, "Don't worry, she's just telling a story. She's not yelling at anyone." And then the brother-in-law is like, "Yeah, like what's going on right now? Like she sounds really upset."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, that's just her storytelling voice." And I was dying of laughter when Steve told me this because I know how I get. I know that I'm very animated. I'm very loud.
Yeah.
Like my voice gets very aggressive, very passionate. I like to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like I'm losing it on someone. Like it's just how I sound. And if you don't know me, yeah, people might take me the wrong way, just like how you said about yourself. But at the same time, like, that's their own issue. Sorry, like,
no,
I don't know. Like, this is who I am. And, like, my boyfriend's actually the one that said it to me. He's like, you have such a strong personality. He's like, but you're actually a very good person. Like, you have a very nice heart. He's like, and I see your
I think my
nice
sister even told you this, too.
Did she really?
I think so.
Yeah, and listen, I don't take shit from no one.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm also that person that, like, pulls over when I see a car accident to help, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I will, like, I saw, like, a kid, I was driving home from school once, and I saw a kid walk off the school bus with a bloody nose, and dad's, like, searching himself for tissues, and I pulled over and gave him a bunch of napkins, and I'm like, here you go, and got back in my car and drove off, because, like, that's just who I am. But then I'm also that type of person that, like, if you cross me, like, I will vocalize how you made me feel because I believe in boundaries like that.
See, and then, like, that's, like, another thing, too, right? So, like, sometimes, like, I see, like, how certain things have changed, and then, like, I start going to, like, oh, was it because of this? And oh, was it because of that? And then I'm like, well, if that person valued our friendship and there was something wrong, they should tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're truly someone's friend, you should be okay having easy conversations and hard conversations.
Absolutely.
Because if you value that person in your life, and let's say something did happen or something rubbed you the wrong way, instead of playing fake, I think you should tell that person. And then I'm like, oh my God, what if that person is not telling me something actually happened? And then, you know, maybe we're actually not friends because they should be telling me if something happened. And then, oh, like, do you see how freaking...
It makes you go down a
I don't know. Maybe I'm freaking perimenopause. I don't know.
But, okay, could it just be, like, is it just a rabbit hole that, like, you could potentially be going down because of even what we see on social media? And, like, we'll watch a reel that's, like, a bunch of friends, like, in their 30s.
So, apparently...
cheersing at drinks, like, having their best time. And, like, to me, like, half the time, like, reels that you see online, like, half of them are fake. Half of them are, like, honestly,
no,
like,
and
not
I get
all
that.
Them, but, like,
but
yeah,
I've been told that apparently at some point in my life, I must have experienced rejection. And this is, like, now coming out as, like, such a horrible fear of rejection that maybe happened. Maybe I wasn't picked for a team, or, you know what I mean? Maybe a boyfriend broke up with, like, somewhere in that, you know how they always talk about like your inner child and past traumas and stuff. So at some point, I clearly did not handle rejection very well, and now it's like like disgusting.
Like I'm definitely that person that I see changes as well, like in my circles, like just like people not checking in as much, you know, things like that, one-way conversations, one-way efforts.
Yeah.
And I'm also just at a point in my life where like, one, I understand like how busy everyone is.
Yeah.
But two, I'm just like, that's okay. Like my energy and my time is my most expensive currency. And if you don't want to spend it on me, I don't want to spend it on you either, because there's people in my life that like love and care for me. And like those are the people that I want to give my energy and time for.
And then because I'm a psycho, then I'm like, oh my god, maybe I'm expecting things from people, but I'm maybe not doing that for them. So then I'm like, am I actually demonstrating being a shitty friend? And then I'm like, well, I don't think I'm a shitty friend. So then it's like, hey, just checking in, like randomly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's I hate this place that I'm in right now. It's not like just stable. Like, it's not comfortable. And the thing is though, when you put me like in a fitness room where I have to lead a class, I fucking shine. You know what I mean? I'm outgoing, I'm confident, I know where I am, and I know that those people in that room absolutely love me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can in one environment I like pure like thrive, and then like in other environments, I'm like the lowest of like the low. It's crazy.
No, but you're just feeling that way in that environment because you're self-conscious about yourself, really. Yeah. Like, that's what it is. And I mean, like, again, like I feel like I've been through, like, 2024 was so dark for me. It was like a really rough time. So now I've also become that person where I'm very, very grateful for what I have. And I'm just grateful for the people that like love me and give me attention. And I'm very much so like, you are the one who said it to me, like, what do I want in my garden? Do I want weeds or do I want flowers? And like the people that are constantly there, like putting sunshine and water on me, like those are who I want in my garden. Like that's what I need. And if it means I only have a garden of like 5 flowers and not like
a whole flower bed,
that's okay. I'm okay with my 5 beautiful flowers. Like, and maybe it's because of my experiences that make me very at peace. That's how I feel. I feel very at peace. You know what? The world is such a fast-paced place nowadays, and it's like I want to slow it down. I want to live in the 90s again. I want to just like chill out, stay at home on a Saturday with my kid and like my man. And
you know what? Like I was saying to you before we started recording that like I fully tell my husband, I'm like, hey, you're my best friend. So
but he is your best friend. Like,
well, and like I think about it, like I did say that like in my wedding speech, and I was like thinking about it now, like, you know, we've been together since 2009, and I'm like, it gets to the point where like you only want to be with people who get you, where you don't need to explain yourself. You don't have to worry about how you're being perceived, and ultimately, if that's gonna be my husband, then that's gonna be my husband.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to worry about, like, saying something and it being taken wrong.
Yeah.
And then this is why. Like, now, like, you know, my son's getting in older grades. He's going to, like, birthday parties with, like, kids that, you know, I don't know the parents, right? You know, when they're young, you can control the guest list. And those friends of your kid are actually your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now, when your kid gets older and they start making their own friends, well, okay, how am I going to be now with, like, these new people?
Yeah,
that's a hard place to be too as well.
See, I'm not there yet, but I can give an example. Like when I used to go to Early On very often, and like I met moms there, and I have like one mom, like we're fine, nothing happened, but like we went out once, like to Wonderland together. We actually just ran into each other and stayed together.
Yeah.
But I also realized that we got along, but our two personalities are very, very different.
Yeah.
And like we're not two moms that could probably hang out on the regular. Like she was a very gentle soul. Like, and I'm just not like that. Even the way I talk to my child.
Yeah.
And I know people people are like, like about me. I can tell, like, but I'm just a strong person, and my son's used to me. This is my voice 24/7, so he's good with it. Like my nephew hears my voice and he starts crying. It's like, don't worry, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Like, but it's it's just I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need my son's friends' moms to be best friends with me. I just want to be civil with them.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely some people that you know, like, you're going to be at arm's length. Don't get me wrong. But then, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm having an existential crisis, to be honest.
Funk and you're trying to find a spot.
I feel like maybe other people could relate to this, and I hope if you do relate to this, you'll let us know and we can have a great conversation about it. Trying to figure out who you are again after having children, after COVID, after being isolated.
I think COVID plays a big role.
There's a lot of things that a lot of us have went through. A lot of us lost people. A lot of us dealt with, like, for myself, I had to go through my first postpartum during COVID. That's a double whammy. There's no textbook on how to navigate that. Yeah. There are things that I experienced that I normally would not have experienced if COVID wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? And like now, my kids are older. My younger one's gonna start school next year. I'm getting more independent. And I haven't been in a full-time workforce since the beginning of 2019.
Yeah.
So it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
So I do odd jobs here or there, but that's me being very independent. Yeah. I don't have a boss that I really need to answer to. Yeah. I don't have to be there for a long period of time. I'm in, I'm out. It's hard to dip your toes back in these social environments when you've been out of them for a very long time.
Yeah, and like again, you brought up COVID, and I think COVID definitely just changed a lot with society in general.
Yeah.
Like, people are a lot, like, more homebodies. People are more sensitive. Like, it's because of what we went through from being isolated. I feel like it affected everyone's mental health, truly.
But I feel like also, like, a lot of people are so worried about being a burden on other people. Like, I feel like when I was, like, in my teens, in my 20s, like, I knew everything that was going on in my friends' lives. And even if I didn't see them, we would be in communication where I knew the good, the bad, and the ugly. And now I feel like I don't really know what goes on half the time. And then maybe I'll catch up with them, and then I get, like, trauma dumped. And I'm not saying I don't want, like, I'm not saying, like, oh my God, don't trauma dump on me. But, like, how about we, like, keep this gradual? Like, you can reach out to me between, you know, this time I see you and that time I see you. But people, like, don't want to, like, put their shit on people anymore.
I don't think it's even that. I feel like people are going through shit while they're also being an adult and having to take care of other kids. Like, I think that's what plays a big role in it, is, like, you're going through shit, but, like, you're also managing little human beings.
Yeah.
And, like, your battery's just drained by like, when Antonio goes to bed at night, I'm in bed, like, right after him. 8:30, I'm lying there, like, oh my God, I'm done. You know? So it's, like, you don't have the energy to go and reach out to, like, your social battery's done because, like, your battery in general is done, and you don't have the energy to reach out.
Yeah, like, I feel like before, like, at least at any given time, 5 people knew what was going on in my life.
Yeah.
Now, like, there's literally only one person that I speak to every single day who actually knows what's going on in my life.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's why I think it's also important to, like, try to make, like, I tell my friends all the time, we really should make an effort to get together once a month for us.
Yeah, honestly.
I actually just, like, recently joined a book club that goes once a month, and my mom's like, you joined a book club?
I said the same thing.
Well, yeah, you did, actually. But I'm like, I love reading, and also, like, it just gives me, like, something to do once a month, go out with other adults, other women, like, build, like, friendships with some people. Like, I actually know half of them just from being a teacher, because half of them are teachers. But
well, I always say, you know everybody. Do you know how many people, like, on the regular be like, oh, you know the girl you do the podcast with? Yeah, I know her. Or, no, my cousin knows her. Or, no, I think I used to work with her. I said, yes, because Amanda knows every single person in the 905-416 area code. So...
But no, I'm just saying, like, it's just, like, you gotta find, like, something you like. Like, I like to read, and I joined a book club. Yeah. And also, I joined also a Bible study. I've never gone to a single one. But I joined it, I think, in, like, last year. I haven't even been to a single one yet. Maybe January. But I just joined it because, like, I also was feeling like you, like, a little bit lost.
Yeah.
I was looking for a place, and I turned to God as well. Like, just, like, trying to, like, understand life. And again, it's being in your 30s, being a mom, being, like, you are the main caregiver. You do everything in the house. Like, you do everything for your family. Yeah. Let's be real. Your husband works and you're at home. Like,
do you know how many times
I know he works too, but you know what I'm saying?
Like, either my friends other friends or even relatives have said like, why don't you go somewhere? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. Who am I doing with? Where am I going?
Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Every other weekend, I don't have my kid.
Where do you want to go? Let's go to New York. Everyone's going to fucking New York, apparently.
Christmas in New York is supposed to be really nice.
I already know 2 to 3 people that have been to New York in the last 30 days.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying, like, I'm that type of person. I'd be down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, it's hard. Like, I told my friends, like, when we were 30, we should do, like, a girls' trip. COVID happened. We didn't do it. And then I said, hey, guys, 35, which was this year. Didn't happen. Now I'm like, 40? You guys want to do a free time trip at 40? We gotta make it happen. Am I going to have friends in 5 years? Because I'm locked out.
I know.
It's just, it's, like, you mourn the loss of a friendship that, like, distance.
Yeah.
But it's just life, too. And like I said, your energy is your most expensive currency. Not everyone can afford it.
Yeah.
You got to spend it on those who can, right? And those people that are spending their currency on you, that's who you got to give it back to.
Yeah.
And you're going to find those people. You're kind of like in a funk, I feel.
Yeah.
It's a funk. And like, also winter's coming. I feel like.
Seasonal affective disorder. No, it was beyond winter. Like I've been feeling this for a while, to be honest. So it's just, when you really think about like these changes, and like I said, like they're not even all bad. You like, there literally might not even be a reason. It's just because, you know, who had kids and who didn't have kids, or who moved further away, like natural things. But I still think it still hurts.
No, it will always hurt.
Yeah.
It's sad when like you valued a friendship that naturally like you guys grew apart, and you never got that closure, because when you valued it like think of a 20-year friendship and you randomly start growing apart and you're like, but why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I used to see you once a week. Now, like, I don't even talk to you once a week.
Yeah.
Even I could tell you, like, I mean, I have no problem with them. I have 2 of my friends. We are in a group chat. We used to talk every single day in September. Now I gotta go look at the date the last time we wrote anything in the group chat. But I just accept it because, like, I'm working, they're working. Like, I know we're all busy. I'm not making the effort. They're not making the effort because we all are busy. Christmas, like, holidays are coming up. Like, everyone has something going on, and I kind of just accept it. And, like, we planned our Friends Miss. So, like, we always do that. We look forward to that. So at least we know we have this coming up. And I think it's, you know, reaching out to the group of girls and like making that effort to like once a month or maybe every season, because I mean I say once a month to my friends and it doesn't happen. It happens seasonally.
But see, like I was saying to you before, when your core group also separates, and like I said, it doesn't make sense anymore, like then
it's harder to bring them together. But then it's like just reaching out even with one person.
Well, this is what I mean. Like, it has to like evolve. It has to change, right?
Yeah.
And not to say like if those people were in the same room, it wouldn't work out. It would work out. But like, does it make sense? Does it serve everyone there? Or is it like, are you bringing people together to serve you? Or are you bringing people together to serve everyone in the room? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like some
there's
people
that too now.
Might not care to be with certain people kind of
thing.
Exactly.
So
I mean, like, that's their problem in the end. Like, if you wanna plan a dinner and you wanna invite A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but A and C don't really like each other, well, they need to figure it out. We're adults. If you can't sit around a table with someone, like, then don't come.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That's why, like, I barely do birthday parties. It's just like a lot.
For yourself or your kids? You
For myself, mind you, because I had a summer birthday, I never really had a lot of birthday parties because it was in the summertime. So it was like, people were on vacation. How do you get people together? So, or even I was on vacation, so I never really had a lot of birthday parties. So now I kind of like stick to like the at least every 5 years, let's get together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like maybe next year, even though it's like not a milestone, I'm like, I really want to do like a winery.
I'll come with you. I love
wineries. I know you'd totally be down. So maybe I just get like a couple of people,
hey guys,
a sprinter van, a sprinter van, and like call it a day.
Yeah, why not? Hey guys, it's my birthday this weekend. This one I want to do. Are you down? Like, I have friends in the summer that it's not milestone birthdays. We went out for dinner. They plan things for themselves, right? You need that one person to like take the initiative, plan it. Like, I think it has a lot to do with everyone's just tired. Like,
yeah,
we created such a shit society, guys. Like, we're doing it wrong, all of us.
yeah.
It's too fast paced. Like, there's times where I honestly want to go live, like, at my cottage.
We're all just burnt.
I want to live up there and just enjoy a slow life.
Yeah.
We do too much.
100%.
We really do. We destroyed society. I'm so dramatic.
Dun dun dun.
But
yeah, like I said, if any of you are feeling this way, feel free to reach out because you're not alone.
Wait, before we end it, let's read that post I just showed you on Instagram.
So there's this thing, and it might have come across your algorithm. It's called the fade theory.
So it's called, my therapist told me about the friendship fade theory, and I finally stopped blaming myself for lost connections. Let me see. When you scroll past someone you used to speak to daily, when you bump into an old friend and the conversation feels like a memory instead of connection, when group chats go silent, not from drama, just from distance.
Yeah.
When the people who once knew everything now only know what you post. It hurts, but it's not always a story about you. And here's what the theory actually says. The friendship theory explains that most friendships don't end. They simply fade when life stops overlapping, needs shift, or growth pulls you in a different direction. No villain, no explosion, just change. Here's the kicker. We mourn faded friendships like failures instead of transitions.
We could have just read this and called it
I
a
know,
day.
I used to carry so much guilt wondering what I did wrong, trying to resurrect connections that no longer fit who I was becoming, shrinking my growth so I wouldn't outpace people I loved, holding on to history at the expense of my presence. But the theory softened something in me because relationships aren't meant to stay the same. We're meant to evolve through many. So now I honor the ones that held me, release the ones that shaped me, and welcome the ones who meet me where I am. I'm going to stop there and not continue it. But it's true. Like, think of your best friend in grade 1. Is it still your best friend? Mine's not. My brother's is. My brother's still. But guys are different, though.
I know, because they don't go through all these life changes. Nothing in a guy's life change. That's a whole other topic.
But anyways, I hope that little passage brought you a little bit of closure if you're feeling this way. It's okay if you're transitioning and friendships are changing. And
I'll be your online friend.
It's okay to mourn them as well. But if you need a friend, Emily's here. I'm here as well. And on that note, take care.